Oh, this should be interesting. This should be an interesting discussion. Let's get it. Get over and subscribe to the Cosmic Wonder. Tell them Tyrone Magnus sent you.
I get it. And when I say I get it, I mean that I get that Marvel Studios gets it.
I hope so. This better not be no damn sham, because I am watching like this. Or like the little African kid in that meme. I'm watching them.
And that's really important. What's going on, everybody? Welcome, Cosmic Crew. Thanks for stopping by the channel for the last day of 2025.
You're damn right.
Last day of 2025, I wanted to, say thank you to everybody who has supported the channel this year, because it's been
You're welcome.
A really incredible year. I haven't felt the hype for Marvel like this pretty much since Avengers Endgame and Infinity War.
As a matter of fact, it's still not there. People are hyped, but they're not as hyped as we were then, because the majority of it was good to great at that time. Yes, there was Marvel movies, but as a whole, we were so excited at that time. It was totally, this feels like a rebirth, possibly the phoenix rising from the ashes of wokeness. We shall see.
But now going into 2026, just tomorrow, I think it's about to be one of the best years, and possibly the best year ever for us Marvel fans and for me.
I don't think it's going to be the best year ever at all. Far from it. We only got one movie coming out, right? Yeah, so I don't think it's going to be the best year ever.
Studios themselves.
At all.
And the reason I think so is because, like I said, I think Marvel understands what the fans want, and that is important. And
is there anything else coming out in 2026 other than the Doomsday?
Along with that comes the understanding of characters and what the movie needs to be. And I think actually Marvel Studios understands three kind of main, really important points of what they have to do to make sure this movie...
Don't woke it up. Don't woke it up. And don't woke it up. And they're good to go.
Is absolutely incredible. So the first thing that I think they really need to understand, that they do understand, because they have said that, you know, they read stuff online. They watch videos. They see...
I told you. They watch us. They know. That's why I ain't got no invites in the past few years. Because they know I am extremely unhappy with what they've been doing, as are millions and millions of other Disney, Marvel fans. They're losing money at their parks, on Disney Plus, at their movies. What else is there to understand? The company's not doing as well as it should be doing, and they know why. Get back to business, making the movies we love, and you'll do great again. Make Disney great again. Make Marvel great again.
Theory as they see comments and criticism, so they've been hearing everything that everybody's been saying since Phase 4.
Mm-hmm.
So what they do understand now
is
that
deaf ears.
Avengers Doomsday is going to be make or break for some fans.
You damn right.
Some people,
you damn right.
Avengers Doomsday is not absolutely incredible, are not going
if I walk out of there and it's woke, I'm just going to be like, I'm tired, boss. I don't know who I'm going to be as a superhero movie fan if I go to that movie and it's woke up. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know. I cannot foresee that future. But I know it ain't going to be good.
To really be Marvel fans anymore. Now look, there are people like me, and I'm sure like a lot of you watching as well, that I'm always going to be a Marvel fan. I grew up watching the animated show, reading comics.
Well, yeah, there's so much history. We're always going to be Marvel fans. But we won't be fans of the current product if they F it up. Some people are new to Marvel. If you're new to Marvel, like you came in with those movies back then, this could be enough to totally alienate you. You know what I'm saying? Like when I left WWE, I was still a WWE fan, but I was a fan of their earlier work, not what they were doing with shoving John Cena down our throats. When half or the majority of the fans were booing him out of the building at every city they went to, and Vince kept him on top for no reason at all. No good reason at all. Okay? So, still a wrestling fan, still a WWE fan, still a superhero fan, still a Marvel fan, but you've pushed us away from your current product. And many people will never return. That happened with WWE. Okay? They're lucky they made new fans and they started making really good money again. But who can say that they can do that time and time again? What I'm saying is, if you alienate yourself in one company, you were able to save it. Okay. Can the next company do it too? Maybe. And can you do it over and over? If you keep with your pendulum swinging back and forth, huh? And you go back to garbage. You think they'll come back again if you fooled them? Fool me once. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm always going to be a Marvel fan. It has just a place in my heart. Obviously, this is what I do. They could make 10 projects that are all crap, and I'm still showing up for the 11th one in hopes that it's going to be great.
You damn right. He said the exact words how we've all been behaving. All of us that have had a problem with it, we've showed up every time hoping that they were going to please us, hoping that they heard the fans, hoping that it was going to be good, finally. But they've let us down way more times than they've pleased us.
Right? Now, don't get me wrong, I am one of those people who think it's been a roller coaster since Endgame. I think we've gotten some great projects, some amazing projects, like Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings has become one of my all-time favorite Marvel movies. That came after Endgame. And then you have some okay projects, some good ones, not great, but good ones. And then you have some that I think are genuinely bad. I don't hate Marvel because of it. They produced a lot. Some was...
See, look, Cosmic Wonder, I've been watching you a while. You know that, man. And I've seen people talk trash about you saying you're a shill. You're not a shill. I know you're not a shill. I know you've worked with Disney and Marvel. I know you're not a shill. You're a nice guy. You're a nice guy. You say things the right way. Okay? You have other channels that, they're way further to the other side. They're very venomous. They've been betrayed. They feel betrayed by Marvel and Disney, and they are flipping out in every video. Okay? I'm somewhere to the right of that measuring stick. I see you being kind of right there in the middle, or a little to the left there. You know, you're just a nice guy. You say things the nice way. See, I'm a nice guy. Okay? But every once in a while, they make me, they really piss me off to say whatever it is I feel like saying. I'm not going to be PC about it. I'm not going to be corporate about it. I'm going to tell you how I feel. Okay? And that has affected my channel. And I'm fine with that. Okay? Because I got on here to be truthful with y'all in the first place and tell you how I felt. This channel started as a wrestling talk channel, and I told y'all the truth about how I felt about every wrestler. And when it got bad enough, I left. Y'all remember that pay-per-view where I was sitting at the computer and I said, I dare them to have Cena go over, and I'm canceling right now. A bunch of people were saying that they were going to cancel the WWE network. I got to that point. And then I eventually got to the point where they totally pushed me away and I just left. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm being honest. I don't shill for either side. I'll never sell my soul for extra movie tickets or early trailer look or early view of a movie. I'm going to give you the honest review that I'm going to give you. That's why you will find movies that I like and I don't like. And people will say, oh, I expected him not to like this. Oh, I thought you were going to like this. Yeah. Because if you paid attention to my channel, if you really watched me, you know what movies I'm going to like. And you know what movies I'm not going to like. Okay? Don't go with any narrative anyone else is telling you. The narrative is right here. And that's the truth. Me giving you my honest opinion every single time. You know what I'm saying?
Subpar. There was
not a shill. I can tell you, a good dude, man.
It was really good. But they understand that I think a lot of fans feel this way. So they have to make sure this movie is on all accounts amazing. And what I mean by that is this cannot be a good movie.
See? Like, say he's telling you, look, you know what I'm saying? They have to, they have to please the fans this time with this movie. See, that's what he would say. I'm like, if the rest on one garbage, they wouldn't have to worry about bringing us back. See? We both basically said the same thing. But mine isn't taken as well all the time. But it's the truth. Sometimes the truth needs to be said hard and cold. You need that sometimes. Because we've been nice for the longest time. We've been nice for years. Literally. This built up. All these other YouTubers out there, like the ones that are really extreme, that really flip out and cuss Marvel and Disney out and everybody else, that was a build-up. It wasn't just, it was a build-up. And they finally snapped. If they hadn't been putting out garbage, these YouTubers would not have snapped. You have a hand to play in this game, Disney.
It can't even be a great movie. It has to be above that.
Damn right.
It has to ascend above great.
I will ascend. That's what you need to do, Disney. Ascend above it all.
This is the first Avengers movie we've gotten since Endgame. And they're throwing in Dr. Doom, which we're about to talk about because that's also a very important
part. Hope that works out.
But
I do hope it works out. A lot of people
are curious about it, but it's an Avengers movie. It has to be nothing less than amazing.
Yeah, and I'm an RDJ fan, but I'm not a fan to where it's, oh, well, as long as he's in it. No. There's plenty of people I've, gone to see movies for in the past. And, I think it's good to not have your head in the clouds, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to certain people that you like being cast to certain characters. Sometimes it's been put it this way. Y'all know I'm a big Street Fighter fan. When Van Damme was cast as Guile, I was wary. I was like, first of all, Guile isn't French. Isn't he French? He speaks French. He's from Brussels, right? I'm like, that's not Guile, first off. And, it was just, he was miscast. He should not have been Guile. And I was a big Van Damme fan. So I'm not like, whoa, anything Van Damme's in, I'm going to go see. I'm a Van Damme fan. No, I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I think there's a reality level that you need to be at. Like, when you're a fan, it's short for fanatic. That is the true meaning of fanatic, when it's just, your decisions don't even make sense when it comes to this person, because you are fanatically involved with how much you like them. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. When I say fan, when I'm saying I'm a fan of something, it's loosely based on fandom. In other words, I really, really like it, but it's not going to make me think that everything that this person or this company or whatever does is going to be great. Hell no.
Phenomenal, whatever you want to call it, but it has to be better than great, or they're going to lose fans, right? They're already losing some fans because they think they put out too much. They're not going to watch every Disney Plus show. They're not going to watch everything.
It's not too much, and we already know it's not too much. It was the fact that it was all bad. That's why. If they had kept giving us in-game quality, Infinity War quality, The Winter Soldier quality, Far From Home quality, No Way Home quality, and there's others. If they had been doing that, no one would be complaining. It wasn't homework. We wanted to see the next movie so we could see what Easter eggs and the post-credit scene. And the second post-credit scene. We wanted all of that. It ain't about too much. It was about too much garbage. If it was too much good, we'd have been kid in candy store. Fat with sticky faces.
Everything in the theaters, and if this movie doesn't meet their expectations or goes beyond them, then they're going to watch less and less. And they're going to lose a decent chunk of their fandom, I think. Again, I'm always here for it, but let me know.
He knows what's up. He knows.
Avengers Doomsday is less than amazing. If it's less than great, or if it's just great, where do you
see? Cosmic Wonder says, things aren't working out, and we're going to help you. We have to let you go. We wish you the best in your future endeavors. Me? You're fired. Oh no, I muted it.
Understand that it's going to be make or break for some fans, and luckily, some fans are coming around because I've been seeing comments like this. I'm just as excited for this as I was Infinity War, which is big. And I think I'm there.
Yeah, I'm below all of them because I'm wary. I am excited, but I don't trust them. They've beaten me down too much as a fan. I am excited, but I do not trust them. So,
too, I'm incredibly excited about this, especially with the X-Men returning, which we're going to get to, don't worry. I am just as excited. Another one says, I didn't think the hype could match Infinity War / Endgame, but it does. Another one says, the hype for Infinity War and Endgame was so crazy, I don't think anything can match it, but this is coming close. And keep in mind, we're a year away. And that's a really great point. We're a year away, and the hype is already crazy big. And luckily for us, it sounds like the movie's going to be fantastic. This is what Tom Hiddleston just recently said yesterday. My contribution has been contributed.
oh yeah, so having said what I said about Van Damme and putting all you, just, hey, yeah, just because this person's in it now, he may not be a good Dr. Doom. He may be fantastic, and the way they write him could be phenomenal. And I hope that's what it is, because I'm a Marvel fan, okay? I'm a Dr. Doom fan, and I'm an RDJ fan. So I hope it works out. The fans have been wrong before, but we've been right a whole lot too. So I just hope that this works out, and this isn't just a cash grab of, look, RDJ, remember the guy you really liked? Well, yeah, we killed him in the last one, but he's back. See? That's not what I want. You know what I mean?
And it is monumental, he says. Monumental. The center of the story is absolutely brilliant and was so surprising when I read it. It just has never been done before. And that's not the...
Well, listen, every single movie that comes out, they have actors say stuff like that. Oh, I read the script and I fell in love with it. Oh my God. That could be just, you know what I mean? It's just marketing. Or it could be the truth. But we don't know that until we see it. You know what I mean? But I don't trust them. That's the whole issue. So, I don't know Tom Hiddleston from a can of paint. So I don't know if he's telling me the truth or not. James Gunn said Flash was the best superhero movie he'd ever seen. He had me acting like Anakin in the middle of that movie. Liar!
First time that we've actually heard one of the cast members say, this story has never been done before. And if you think about the whole multiversal element, yeah, like for movies, specifically was
absolutely nothing wrong with multiverse stuff. They just wrote it in with the woke garbage in the modern audience bullish and pissed everyone off. If they had wrote it right, just made good movies, pleased the fans, they'd have been fine, just like they did with their other movies. But they didn't. That's the problem. Ain't got nothing to do with being multiverse. Nothing. Ain't got nothing to do with time travel. It's nothing to do with multiverse. There've been great multiverse movies before, or series where they've talked about multiverses before. There's been good ideas out there. There's been great time travel movies made before. It's all in its execution.
Superheroes, right? Because you've had movies like Everything Everywhere All at Once, but all automatically, like heroes coming from different universes and universes colliding into each other. Just the whole concept of secret.
I love that
time
personally.
runs out, the stories from the comics. Yeah, that's never been done before. But going into how this movie becomes amazing is the build-up, which is point number 2. And the build-up is important because that is actually a big thing that contributed to Infinity War and Endgame.
And they don't have a great build-up. I just thought about that. They don't have a great build-up at all. The build-up is going to have to be done in another way with their marketing because it hasn't been done with their movies this year.
Being so big because Marvel throughout the Infinity Saga had built up the Infinity Stones and Thanos, right? 2 different things. A lot of people are like, oh, Thanos Thanos was built up, and some people are like, well, he wasn't built up that much. He was in a few post-credit scenes. But keep in mind, with Thanos came the Infinity Stones.
Mm-hmm.
They were built up pretty well. And the one of the biggest problems I think a lot of fans have said is that there just hasn't been any build-up for Doom.
Right.
Which is kind of true, at least as we can see so far. Because it's very clear at this point in time, based on everything we've heard, that the Russo brothers do have a very specific plan. They're connecting it to Endgame, but of course it's obviously going to connect to everything that's happened since Endgame.
What are they going to do? Release a trailer per month? Like, what are they going to do after these teasers come out? Like they're going to have to keep the palate wet for us ready to eat this damn meal at the end of the year. You know what I'm saying?
And they're going to tie Doctor Doom into the story in a really great way, but we'll get to that in just a bit. But as far as the build-up is concerned, why it was so good for Infinity War and Endgame was because of that build-up, and we don't have any for Doom. The Russo brothers understand that. They understand that Doom came out of nowhere. And people are worried about that.
Mm-hmm.
But with all of these clips that we're getting so far, I call them clips, but it's really the teaser trailers that we've been seeing. They understand that they are using these teaser trailers, these clips, these scenes, to kind of bridge the gap here for the lack of build-up to Doom, for the lack of build-up to this monumental movie. Because we just got the X-Men trailer leaked this week.
Yeah, they better keep on.
Amazing.
They better keep on.
Not much. We're not really seeing much. Just like the 2-second clip of Cyclops is like mind-blowing. Because they got it right. So these clips are showing us that they're getting the characters right. But also, we just heard we're going to get a 5th trailer, and we're a year away. That's the big thing. We're a year away, and we're already getting so much, and we're going to get so much more. So they understand totally.
They better do a trailer a month. I'm serious. They better do a trailer a month. So people don't forget. They got to do something. I don't know if they're going to bring out some type of special on Disney Plus. I don't know what they're going to do to keep the,
Build-up was not there. It hasn't been there, but it's going to be there because they're making it. They're doing the build-up now. It's being built up in a way that we have never seen before. So not only is the story something that's never done before, but the marketing for it and the build-up, that's all part of it. That contributes to how you feel when you watch it and how good you think it is. Yeah. So they're doing something that has never been done before. The teasers are crazy, and they're not even teasers for the movie, really. I mean, they are, but they're really teasers for the teaser trailer, for when we get the official teaser trailer, which I think is brilliant, because I think the trailer is going to break the internet, much like, Endgame and Infinity War did. So, yeah, I think these clips that they're putting out are recapturing fans who might have gone astray, and are capturing the casual fans once again, and new fans as well. I definitely think so. So, the other thing to the build-up is that this movie it's haven't been built up since 2000, since the X-Men movies, right? I mean, we're hearing Tobey Maguire's going to return. Deadpool and Wolverine returned, right? I mean, James Marsden is returning, Patrick Stewart, Ian McKellen. I mean, it could even go before that. Blade came out in 1998, and we just saw Wesley Snipes back in Deadpool and Wolverine. I mean, this movie, the build-up to this movie has started since 1998, possibly even before, depending on who they get to return.
98.
That's actually a crazy big build-up. And with the clips and scenes that they've been showing...
Got out of high school in 95.
They're reminding us of that. They're reminding us, hey, especially with the X-Men one coming, hey, it's not just what you have seen in the recent years. Not even what you've seen since Iron Man. It's before that, too. It's kind of everything from Marvel coming together. That's the build-up. But on top of that, they're kind of giving us like post-credit scenes with these clips. It's kind of really cool and kind of really working, in my opinion, at least.
Yeah, it's working.
That, going into the third point now, is that the characters and individual roles and their individual...
need to be fundamentally sound. They need to be fundamentally sound and need to be those characters. I know that they're going to bring in characters that they already effed up. I know they're going to do that. But anybody new that you bring in, definitely better be fundamentally sound, or you're going to hear it, and you know it.
Individual stories have to be done exceptionally. Like, again, nothing less than amazing.
Yep.
But they've showed us already that they can do that. They've shown us that.
Yeah, we know that they can, but they been? No. So they better get on the ball and start doing what they used to do to get what they used to got.
Footage that we've seen is peak. Now, the Steve Rogers one, some people thought it was a little underwhelming. I get that. But basically, what they're doing is they're teasing us. Like, hey, he's coming back. And it's kind of like a different Steve, too. It's the same one from Endgame.
Some people think that he's Hail Hydra Cap because the colors of his helmet. Never know. We'll see.
But he's a father now, so there's more at risk for him. He's a father and a husband. So it's not just the multiverse at stake, but it's specifically now his family, which I think adds just so much more depth to the character. But then, going into the Thor trailer, Thor is so different than what we saw from Thor Love and Thunder. And this is key. The Russo brothers have to understand...
His hair's cut again. And, yeah. He doesn't want to teach his daughter war.
And how these characters need to be portrayed. And so far from what they've shown us, they've crushed it. Because Thor now is serious. He is mature. He has grown. It's like he's ascended. And I think the Russos...
I don't think they're going to leave out the funny Thor. I don't think they're going to make him serious again. I think because the funny Thor worked in Thor Ragnarok, Fat Thor kind of worked. I preferred him not to be fat. A lot of people said that they toned him down because he's the only one that could go toe-to-toe with Thanos. So they had to do something to handicap him. I don't think that needed to be done. Something else could have been done storyline-wise. But whatever. I enjoyed that fight in Endgame with him, Iron Man, and Cap fighting Thanos. I love that fight. You know, he's fat. With the armor, you can kind of hardly tell. You know what I'm saying? So, but, yeah. So, I think they're going to keep some of his comedy and camp to him that they did with Ragnarok and with Endgame, but he could be more serious. We'll see. But, he's praying. He's praying for strength to raise his daughter right. So, we'll see.
They're going to do that with all the characters that we see in Doomsday, and there's a lot of characters in Doomsday. I think we're seeing just a Thor that has grown so much, and that comes from...
And make it as long as you need to make it, okay? I don't care if it's a 4-hour movie and we get a intermission, okay? Make it as long as y'all need to make it, because if it's good. If it's 4 hours of garbage, that's going to be me on my way home to give that review.
And a father. His prayer in that trailer is so poetic, and it shows us just how far he's come. And I actually think Thor could stick around for a really long time, even after Secret Wars.
Some people think we're going to get Rune King.
The new All-Father, kind of taking Odin's spot. And a new Thor comes in, I think. But Thor they don't reference him as to, like, he's not Thor anymore, he's the All-Father, right? And then we have a new Thor. I think that would be really cool. Because I think Chris Hemsworth would do that for a while. I really actually do, till he's 90, right? Till you're 90. When Hugh and Tobey Maguire are proving that they will keep them until they're 90. But it just shows that the Russo brothers know how to handle the characters. And then the X-Men trailer. I mean, most of it wasn't even clips of characters, and we got a real brief clip of Professor X and Magneto, and the part where they're holding hands and playing chess. I just love that. Because I do think that shows they do know the characters and their relationships with each other. And keep in mind, we don't know, like, the story of what happened in this universe. The X-Mansion seems really empty. But just the relationship between Charles and Eric, I love it. And then we get just, like... It's like less than 2 seconds, I think. This clip of Cyclops. 2-second clip of Cyclops.
People are also very wary and concerned and pissed already, actually. Because word is they're going to kill him off. And they're going to kill off Professor X again. And they're going to kill off Magneto. And people don't want that done. I hope they don't. I don't want to see none of them die. I'm tired of seeing Professor X die. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of it. And this Cyclops never got his damn due. He never did, man. Like, I've been waiting for a badass Cyclops, his particular version, and it's like, you know what I'm saying? Killed him off and, man,
just seeing his comic accurate uniform, you're just like, peak, peak. But then he takes off the visor, shoots the optic blast into the air, screams, Sentinel walking in the background. You look at this and you go, okay, the Russo brothers did it. They've nailed Cyclops. They've nailed the X-Men.
All you gotta have him do is like he does in the intro to X-Men, where he's zapping them all around 360. That's all you gotta have him do. Keep him alive. You see that face? He looks like he's about done.
The look of everything, they're clearly nailing the characters. They clearly understand what needs to be done for
Some
this
people
movie.
say, oh, well, you gotta kill him off if you're gonna bring in a new X-Men. No, you know. Just that can be just a different universe. And you can still bring in a new characters. Now, I've never believed that killing characters off is the best thing. I think they do it because they don't know how to. They write themselves in the corners sometimes, or they leave so many questions unanswered. So, oh, just kill them off. They're just nice bow. Every time I watch a series or a movie where we end up seeing like a clone of somebody, or somebody from somebody's future or past, or something like that, an alternate version, I'm always like, they're gonna kill him off. They're gonna kill him off. And it always happens. Not all the time, but it happens a lot in different movies and television shows. I remember when they did it to The Flash in the 90s, in Pollux. I was like, of course they're gonna kill him, because they can't have him running around. It's too many like questions, and
Movie. And I think with all of this, making sure it's just all amazing, but also giving the fans what we want and need with the build-up and with these kind of clips that are bridging the gaps. Like, they're making sure every single little piece is in place to make sure this movie is amazing. So going into 2026, I really am just more excited than I've been in a really long time. I do actually think I could possibly... I'm starting to get more excited than I was for Infinity War.
He's still
and Endgame,
worried,
just
though.
because
I can tell.
this and the Fantastic Four, and it's just such a big collision of so many different things from Marvel. It really can be just the perfect Marvel love story to the fans and to its own property. Right? We know Kevin Feige loves...
His apology love story. Apologize. Please accept me back. Please take me back. That's what's going to be on their end.
Marvel and everything. So it's a love story to the fans, a love story to the characters, a love story
I can't
to
live
Marvel
without
itself,
you,
to
please.
superhero films, and to film in general. Because to me, these are the best movies ever. These are my favorite movies. So, and Lord of the Rings, people know that. But I am just more excited than ever, and I wanted to just talk about that going into 2026, because I think this could be the best year ever so far that we...
Nah, it ain't going to be the best
could
year
get
ever.
from...
But to be the best year ever, they're going to have to put... This is going to have to be something so exceptional that we're going to have to be like, oh, impossible! That it's that damn good. But other than that, they would need multiple movies and or television series to make it that much of a great year. One movie ain't going to do it. No, I don't believe it. If it's done, I'll give it its due. But if not...
Marvel. I hope so. Like I said, it seems like they have everything in place to make it happen. But I'd love to hear all of your thoughts. Where are you at? Genuinely, where are you at? Are you super hyped? Do you think it's going to be amazing? Are you still very cautious about it? Not sold yet, which I totally get.
I've already told you.
I totally get. Not everybody is as gung-ho as I am.
You damn right.
I understand that. I am a big nerd, obviously, when it comes to this. Or are you like in the middle? You're really hyped and you think it's going to be good, but you're ready to be blown away? Or are you just reserving your judgment so
He said blown.
you're not disappointed? Let me know. Let me know. And again, thank you so much for everything for 2025. And if you've been just however long you've been following me, whether it's just today from this video or if it's been years, thank you so much. I really do love you all. I really do appreciate it all. I really do love this community. It's just been, I found like my place here. And I know it's It sounds kind of cheesy to say, but that's really how it is. I mean, I do this every day.
You're going to get to 1 million next year, man.
Thank you. Hope you have a great night. Be safe. Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's Eve. And yeah, let's get this in 2026. If you want to join the journey, be sure to subscribe. We're going to be just talking about it so much. It's all we're going to be talking about. And of course, Spider-Man and everything else, right?
Yeah.
So if you want to join, subscribe.
Yeah, I forgot. That's what's coming out to Spider-Man. We'll see. 2 movies. 2 big movies. Maybe. You might be right, Wonder. Yeah. 10 million subscribers.